Ladies and gentlemen, we're at Nonnewaug High School right now. Lewis Mills versus Nonnewaug Chiefs. Lewis Mills is 4-0 and Nonnewaug is 2-1. Just about getting underway. I'm James McCurdy, by the way. I don't really know what I'm doing on this right now, so bear with me. National anthem is just about to begin. Just a couple pointers about this game. Nonnewaug has to start out strong, and Lewis Mills, their defense has to stay with it. If they don't play strong defense, Nonnewaug's just going to take care of it. But with their leadership, that was a Nonnewaug cheerleader singing the national anthem. Very nice job. Well, just about for tip-off here, and Lewis Mills gets ready for the game. They look big, they look strong. Their seniority on the team is probably going to be the difference for this game, and that's my prediction. They're a lot stronger. Nonnewaug's biggest problem is again going to be their young team. They're very young. They have sophomores and juniors. Although they do have 6 seniors on the team, they have a lot of young players starting. And my co-host comes in, Karen Vella.
Hello, James. just like to welcome everyone to tonight's matchup as we're about to take the tip-off as Kyle McEnany will tip off against number 4, Frank Ponte.
Nonnewaug gets the tip off here. Kieran, in your opinion, what does Nonnewaug have to do to win this game?
Well, what they're going to do tonight is they're going to have to execute, and they're going to have to box out and stop Lewis Mills from getting offensive rebounds. Lewis Mills is a big team, a strong team, and they also have Tim Russell, number 31, who can shoot from the outside.
Very good, basket by Kyle McEnany there. Nonnewaug goes up 2-0. I agree with you, Karen. Nonnewaug does have to do everything almost perfect tonight to beat Lewis Mills. And with the inexperience on the floor, it's going to be very difficult, as we see here.
A travel called on number 25, Scott Nillette, as Lewis Mills gets control of the ball.
Lewis Mills has been a powerhouse throughout the years of the Berkshire League, and they seem to be a powerhouse this year, beating Gilbert 104-87, I believe.
Yeah, it was 103-85. As right there, Lewis Mills shoots and scores. Now the score is 2-2 with 6:54 remaining in the ball game.
Ian Scruggs with a shot. Good rebound by Jeremy Greco, puts it up and good.
Yeah, nice rebound by Jeremy Greco. Really, he's good at finding position underneath the basket and putting back up those offensive boards. Nonnewaug now takes the lead 4-2. It's good to come out strong here against a team like Lewis Mills.
Again, a stupid mistake by Nonnewaug basketball.
Yeah, Nonnewaug doesn't want to get these early fouls, especially putting Frank Ponte to the line, a senior for Lewis Mills. You don't want to put someone with that much experience at the line and allow Lewis Mills to get easy baskets. As it's called on the floor, he won't be going to the line.
Ponte overpowering Nonnewaug, goes right up in there.
I'd just like to thank James for coming down here tonight and helping out on the spot, like I had to do the starting lineups on the spot there. We're short on men tonight.
Oh, Nillette for 2.
Beautiful shot by Scott Nillette. As you see, Nonnewaug is really executing already early on in this ball game.
Intensity is going to play a major factor in this game. Nonnewaug has to be intense 100% throughout the game.
Yeah, Nonnewaug really has to make sure they stop Lewis Mills from penetrating inside of the basket and keep them from getting easy baskets in this ball game.
Oh,
nice.
Almost out of bounds. Rush shot, Greco in there again. Again, he's in there.
Jeremy Greco with 4 points already early on in this ball game, all off offensive rebounds, which really shows that he's an aggressive player that really gets underneath the basket.
I was on this team my freshman and my junior year, and I played with Jeremy my junior year, and Jeremy was always aggressive in practice and during game time.
Yeah, Jeremy Greco really works hard. He's probably one of the hardest working players in the Berkshire League. That's what he does, and he executes perfectly.
I wouldn't say perfect, but damn near.
As here we are at the timeout, just waiting for the players to enter the court, as the 5 starters for Nonnewaug will come back on the court, and Lewis Mills 5 as well. And it will be Lewis Mills' ball.
See, Lewis Mills using a motion offense.
Lewis Mills doing a good job working the ball around the outside. Really has a lot of patience. As Coach Drakely said last week, he said, Lewis Mills are a pretty average team for the Berkshire League, but they do something that no other teams do. They execute.
Jeremy Greco with 2 fouls now, with under 3 minutes of play time. Scott Nillette with the rebound.
As you really see, the Nonnewaug is kicking up the intensity in this ball game. Easy layup for number 5, John Ponte of Lewis Mills, as Nonnewaug wants to make sure they keep Lewis Mills from getting those easy steals and layups. As Lewis Mills will get some early subs in. Number 51 is in the ball game. And another player for Lewis Mills as well as number 4, Frank Ponte, leads the ball game.
Sophomore Brian Connery shoots. Brian Connery has a lot of potential to be one of the best Nonnewaug basketball players ever.
Yeah, as a lot of people say, he's built like a basketball player. Really strong kid, has a good outside shot, and it's not scared to go to the basket. Later on in his Nonnewaug career, he could do big things for the team.
Not many athletes have come out of Nonnewaug going Division II, Division III, or Division I for that matter. Brian Connery, in my opinion, has the potential to go Division II and possibly Division I if he keeps with it.
Yeah, he really has the strength to be a college basketball player, but it just matters how hard he works and hard he keeps up with his game. Lewis Mills misses easy shot, but he gets the offensive board.
Kyle McInerney with the rebound. Rebounds are going to play a very, very important role in this game.
Nonnewaug really stepping up the intensity, trying to get some easy baskets on the transition.
That's all fine and dandy, but Nonnewaug has to make sure they make the shots.
Yeah.
They're not going to get many with this defense.
So it almost looks like Nonnewaug's in a 2-3 defense as Lewis Mills easily penetrates it and gets an easy basket to put the score to 8-8 with 4 minutes remaining.
Nice shot by Scott Nillette, taking it right in.
Great shot by Scott Nillette, pulls up right inside the arc for an easy jumper.
Nonnewaug's going to need the leader for this game. It might be Scott Nillette, maybe Jamie Greco, but it could be both. They have to put the points on the board.
Yeah, Nonnewaug really is going to need some high scoring. Lewis Mills scoring 103 points the other night. Nonnewaug has to make sure that doesn't happen again because they don't want to play Lewis Mills' ball game.
Already the score being 10-8, Nonnewaug's lead. The game should prove to be very interesting if things go the way things are right now.
Yeah, if Nonnewaug keeps up this defensive pressure, they could do big things here as Eric Villanova is now in the ball game. Eric Villanova, an excellent three-point shooter. They want to work it around the outside and look for him for open shots.
Only a junior at Villanova is, and he's got tremendous talent. Nillette with a rebound and in.
Scott Nillette really stepping up here as he did against Thomaston last week. He led the team while the other Nonnewaug players were still stuck on their bus. I didn't know if you heard all about that.
Yes, I did.
He really stepped up for them, and he's going to need to do that again.
Good save into the hands of Lewis Mills. Good board, though.
Foul called on Lewis Mills, I believe. I believe it's on number 20.
25, Dan Evans.
Thank you, James. As Nonnewaug is up 12-8 with 2:48 remaining in the ball game, or in the quarter.
Nonnewaug can keep this game tempo a fast-paced game. They have a really good shot at winning.
Lewis Mills looked to be running some kind of 2-3 full court press, but Nonnewaug easily breaks it. Nonnewaug being patient, working the ball around the outside.
Nonnewaug swings it down to Scott Nillette for a three. Kyle McInerney up there with a board and in.
Great shot by Kyle McInerney. Really got up high there over the Lewis Mills players without going over their backs. And that's going to be his role in this ball game.
Lewis goes in with a quick two.
There was number 13, Dan Johnson. As you see, some of the Lewis Mills players have dyed hair, yellow hair. Dan Johnson and Frank Ponte. And number 15, Matt Keepin as well. Just like to make a point of that.
Good pass. Brzezinski unable to contain it. Let up for two. Nillette's coming on very, very strong this first quarter.
Yeah, Nollet, I believe, has 6 points already in this ball game. 1 off an offensive rebound and 2 off hard jumpers that he made.
Good three-pointer.
Yeah, great shot by Paul Donato, a junior for Lewis Mills. Nonnewaug wants to make sure they get a man on everyone.
The let goes up and in. Now overtaking Lewis Mills.
Yeah, and Scott Nollet, I don't know if you saw the Gilbert game last year, one of the final Gilbert's games when they lost by 1 point, as number 13, Dan Johnson puts up a layup. But Scott Nollet, against the big teams, he always comes up huge. And if he could do that against everyone, this Nonnewaug team wouldn't lose a ball game. 8 points for him already, and we're not even through the first quarter.
Almost should be a technical foul there, but refs are gonna let it go.
Yeah, technical foul is supposed to be, if you bounce the ball above your waist length, I believe, they usually call it a technical foul, and no call, but that'll be a reach-in on number 15, Matt Keepin, as he fouls Eric Villanova.
Eric Villanova is a very smart player. He likes to get in there, get in the dirt and the mix of things, and he really pays close attention to the defense, and he's able to make the smart basketball moves.
Yeah, Eric Villanova, very smart player, but his main power is his three-point ability. 43 seconds to go in the first quarter, 18-15 Nonnewaug. Surprise are out to an early lead here, mostly because of the help of Scott Nollet.
Scott Nollet and Jeremy Greco doing a fantastic job this quarter. Nonnewaug will have to reset. Kyle McEnany for 2.
Kyle McEnany taking it strong. He has 4 points in this ball game. Nonnewaug up 20-15 with 17 seconds remaining.
Jump ball. Great defense by Trevor Chatfield. Trevor just got in the game. I believe Trevor's a junior. Fantastic soccer player.
Yeah.
Great talent in every sport he plays.
Yeah, Trevor Chatfield has some real athletic ability, a great jumper. Really good job getting his hand on that ball. But number 4, Frank Ponte, puts it back up again, brings this ball game to 20-17 with 4 seconds remaining.
Nonnewaug ends the quarter up by 3, 20-17.
Yeah, Ian Scruggs there must have not been aware of the time, trying to pass the ball over. He's got to take the ball strong. He's a great player, but I think he's a little scared to go to the basket.
Well, he is only a junior, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know I've talked to him earlier this year. This is his first time starting on the basketball team. So he might be a little bit nervous, and you could see a little tentativeness in the way he plays.
Yeah, definitely. He missed a few shots earlier on in this ball game. Hopefully, that won't stop him from shooting. A lot of players need to warm up a little. I remember when I used to play basketball, I need to warm up at least an hour before a ball game before I'd start sinking shots. And a lot of players really do. You just go in the gym early, get in here, and really just shoot around. Exactly. And later on in this ball game, he might play a big role if he starts sinking some of his baskets.
I don't know if you see the Arizona game against UConn when UConn won off a goaltending call.
Yes.
But I was there 2 hours before the game, and I saw Albert Moore in there 2 hours before the game shooting free throws. And he may be the type of guy that just likes to shoot free throws, but I think he's the type of guy that needs an hour or 2 to warm up, and that may be what Ian Scruggs might decide to do later on in his career.
Yeah, Albert Moore playing really well for UConn this year as Nonnewaug inbounds the ball. Kyle McEnany, Eric Villanova, Brian Connery, Scott Nollet, and Jeremy Greco joins Nonnewaug out here.
Another foul on John Ponte, Frank Ponte's twin or brother. They don't really look to be twins.
Could be cousins, who knows?
4 fouls on Lewis Mills right now, with just going into the second quarter.
Yeah, Nonnewaug can get some quick fouls on Lewis Mills. That could play a big factor, but the biggest factor in this game is the disappearance of Tim Russell for Lewis Mills. Tim Russell scored 36 points in one game this year, probably the leader in points in the Berkshire League. He's just been non-existent in this ball game. Do you think that's going to play a big role?
Well, as long as Lewis Mills has a leader on the floor, no matter if it be Frank Ponte or John Ponte, which I think they're both doing a very nice job this evening. As long as they have a leader who can get the points on the board, the leader will bring it in.
Big shot by Kyle McEnany as Nonnewaug takes the lead 22-17. Lewis Mills right back in their face, and there he is. Tim Russell, a senior, number 31, pulls up for the jumper, and that's what he does best.
Lewis Mills just not going away at Nonnewaug, but Nonnewaug is doing a nice job staying ahead of Lewis Mills, keeping it forward.
Yeah, Nonnewaug's gonna have to continue this tempo throughout the game. They're not gonna be able to let back.
As you see, that great defense by Tim Russell swatting the ball away, getting the steal. Nonnewaug can't make the silly mistakes, the minor mistakes. If they do, you're gonna see more steals and a little bit of breakdown in the offense.
I believe that was a foul on Scott Nillette. That's his first, Nonnewaug's third, as he can't get in foul trouble in this ball game. He's been playing so well. As Nonnewaug has the lead still, 22-19, with 6:51 remaining.
Now Lewis Mills is undefeated, they're 4-0. Nonnewaug can pull up the upset here, which if they win, it will be a big upset.
Yes. Yeah, if Nonnewaug can win, they will dethrone the kings of the Berkshire League at this point. Lewis Mills playing unbelievable, but as Coach Drigley said, you can beat them. All you need to do is execute. Stop Tim Russell is a big factor.
Which is what Nonnewaug has been doing.
Yeah, Nonnewaug really doing a great job, but who's been hurting Nonnewaug so far in this ball game, I believe, is number 4, Frank Ponte. Tall kid, probably about 6'2" in height, 6'3" in height. They got to stop him from posting up underneath and getting easy baskets.
Ponte misses his first foul shot. He has one more, as Scott Nillette fouled him while shooting. Misses the second, Scott Nillette with a rebound.
If Ponte keeps shooting like this, they can put him on the line all night. But Nonnewaug throws away the ball, and Lewis Mills will get another chance at it.
Again, that minor mistake is going to play a role in how this game ends up. Each turnover means 2 points or 3 points that Nonnewaug will miss. Foul on Lewis Mills, number 13, Dan Johnson, over the back of Scott Nillette.
Nonnewaug gets another chance. No points in the last minute and a half of this ball game, as the tempo's really starting to slow down a bit. And that's what Nonnewaug needs to do against this team.
Scott Nillette stripped. He's got to make sure he doesn't foul in this situation. A lot of players will tend to, when they're stripped, to foul just to get the ball back, make a mistake.
Yeah, I've seen that last year in the girls' game. A lot of girls get fouls. I mean, they lose the ball, they get upset, and then they try to go back after the ball because they feel they made a mistake, and it just turns out to be a dumb foul and hurts your team in the end.
Kyle McEnany takes it in, misses an easy layup.
Kyle McEnany got a little bit too wild there going up. Really wanted to go up strong, but the main objective is to put it in the basket.
Scrounging on the floor, Eric Villanova's in there.
Yeah, Eric Villanova fighting with John Ponte for the ball. Eric Villanova really showing that he's a scrapper, and this will help Nonnewaug, but Lewis Mills will retain possession as the shot clock is in their favor.
Villanova's, I'd say, about 5 to 6 inches shorter than Ponte, which could be intimidating in high school. Villanova shows he's not afraid. Foul on the floor, rough foul. Number 14, Damlin Cockshot.
As Lewis Mills getting some really dumb fouls. That there's no better way to put it in this game so far. 5:48 remaining. You're down by 3, and you have 6 fouls. One more foul, and Nonnewaug goes to the line for 1 and 1.
1 and 1, and there's still 5 minutes left. Not Nillette.
And 1 for Scott Nillette, getting the offensive board after Brian Connery's nice drive and a miss, as Nonnewaug's up now 24-19. 7 fouls on Lewis Mills, and Scott Nillette's at the line for 1.
I said 7 fouls, which means it is 1 and 1.
Yeah, Nonnewaug, it's really looking good for them so far in this ball game.
Things are looking very bright.
That's right. As we talked about earlier in the season, this Nonnewaug team can beat anybody. They can play with anybody, and right now they're proving it.
Tim Russell easily towering over Kyle McEnany for the two-point basket.
Yeah, Tim Russell, a great athlete out there. Nonnewaug, there's really no way to stop him. All you can do is just try to put a body in front of him and hope he misses.
That's one way to describe it. I've been watching Tim Russell play for a while. He's always had talent since his freshman year. Charging call on Jeremy Greco.
There's an example of great play by Nonnewaug trying to go to the basket strong, but the refs just believed that the Lewis Mills had position first.
There was no question about it. Lewis Mills had the position. Jeremy Greco made a good effort, strong effort. It was just the wrong move to make.
Definitely. What a lot of high school players don't seem to understand is the difference between a controlled drive and a wild drive. Jeremy Greco shows what a wild drive is underneath there. Just going to the basket strong, but wasn't watching where he was going.
Brad Weatherall coming in for the game. Coming in for Eric Villanova.
Brad Weatherall, senior for Nonnewaug. Gonna look to settle this Nonnewaug team down. And what Nonnewaug needs to do now is work it underneath and try to get Lewis Mills to follow them, I believe.
Again, Ponte in there for two, gets the board. Nonnewaug has to box out in this situation. Nonnewaug up 25-23. 4.5 minutes remaining in the ball in the first half.
Yeah, Nonnewaug right now just needs to work it around, look for baskets underneath for people posting up on the and running the baseline, and they don't want to throw it away.
One advantage Nonnewaug does have in this game is when they get the ball in the front court, they have time to use the clock. There's no shot clock in high school basketball, which Nonnewaug could use to their advantage.
Yeah, it's definitely true. As Sean Krasinski is subbed into the ball game for Brian Connery, and Matt Keepin comes back into the ball game for number 5, John Ponte.
Scott Millett doing a great job on the offense, looking for the open man, and looking for being unselfish. He finds his own shot.
Right there, great rebound by Kyle McEnany. Nonnewaug here trying to work it inside as there's Sean Krasinski as he's fouled, and he will go to the line for 2.
Great pump fake by Sean Krasinski. That's one of the basic moves of basketball, and it's surprising how often it will work. The defenders most often will always jump when you pump fake, and Sean Krasinski displays great skill in the pump fake.
Yeah, right now I'd just like to thank James again for coming up in the booth with me. Before the broadcast, I forgot that you had such a wide knowledge of basketball, and because I forgot that you played for years, and I wasn't thinking. We were in a rush for people here today, and James so nicely helped out and missed out on his national anthem singing for the night.
It's okay. The cheerleaders did a good job singing the anthem. I think I do better, but actually I know I do better, but
Sean Krasinski sings his second foul shot as Nonnewaug is up 25-24 with 3:42 remaining, or 26-24, excuse me. Lewis Mills gets 2 subs in. Number 13 is in the ball game. Dan Johnson and number 4, Frank Ponte, re-enters.
Leanne Martin, a star sophomore for Nonnewaug. Great block by Scott Millett.
Nonnewaug looking to push it up the floor as now they'll slow it down.
Scott Millett showing why he's the leader of the team right here, playing great defense and still being able to make his shots.
We have no stat sheet tonight, but in my head, I believe I've counted 13 or 15 points by Scott Millett. Either way, he's scored about half the points for this Nonnewaug ball club, and he really needs to keep it up if Nonnewaug wants to win.
Brad Weatherall showing a great skill in defense, not fouling the person shooting and staying on his feet. getting the jump ball, and now it's Nonnewaug possession.
Yeah, great play by Brad Weatherall, really showing what his experience here at Nonnewaug has taught him. As Nonnewaug's up 28-23 with 3 minutes remaining in the half.
Scott jumps up, makes his shots. He's making everything tonight. He's only missed 2 or 3 shots.
Yeah, Scott Nollet, this is insanity. Brings up Nonnewaug 30-23. He's hitting all over the place, and that's what he does best.
Not much Nonnewaug can do in that situation with an easy rebound by Lewis Mills underneath the basket. But everybody's crashing the boards, getting the rebound as much as possible. When I was a freshman, Nonnewaug, I played a little bit of varsity myself. But I don't think I'd be on the varsity squad even here. Even right now, there's so much talent on this team that and even with having 6 seniors, the rest of the team being juniors, sophomores, there's a lot of inexperience, but they still know how to play basketball.
Yeah, this team has a great core of juniors, great core of sophomores, great core of seniors. Next year, even the loss with 4 or 6 great seniors, Nonnewaug's still going to be a good team.
Nonnewaug showing their man-to-man defense here. Brad Weatherall makes a great stop. Tim Russell is very quiet tonight. I believe he only has 4 or 5 points.
Yeah, Tim Russell, Nonnewaug really shutting him down in this ball game, and Scott Nollet stepping up big.
Tim Russell with a foul. Makes a great effort driving to the basket, but he makes a silly foul over the back on Leanne Martin.
As that looks to be a 1-and-1 situation for the Nonnewaug Chiefs here.
Leanne Martin will get the shoot.
.153 remaining in the half, 30-25 Nonnewaug. 9 fouls on Lewis Mills now. 1 more and Nonnewaug will be shooting 2 at the line next time.
Trevor Chatfield comes in for Kyle McEnany. Trevor Chatfield again is a great player. Leon Martin makes his first free throw. Leon again is a star sophomore. He played a little bit of varsity time last year. He's really getting some minutes in this year, and he looks to be a lot bigger than he was last year. Last year, he's about 6'4", 100 pounds last year. Looked like a Q-tip.
Yeah, Leon Martin maybe doing a little working out over the summer. He's been playing great for the Nonnewaug Chiefs last year. I mean, he was, and this year, he's even playing better.
Once Leon Martin puts about, I'd say about 25 pounds on from now to the end of the senior year, and doing it in a healthy manner by lifting and eating right, he's going to be a great player.
Yeah, he really will be. A few pounds makes an unbelievable difference, as we've already seen from this year to last.
Not with just strength, but intimidation as well.
As number 15, Matt Keepin, misses a 3-pointer. Nonnewaug will get possession of the ball again with 1:09 remaining in the ball game, in the half, excuse me, with Nonnewaug up 32-25.
Nonnewaug keeping the intensity high. Scott Nollet with the ball, driving in, shooting. Misses, but it was a good attempt.
Yeah, Scott Nollet, nice try underneath the basket, taking an easy shot, little baby hook, but just can't put it away.
Frank Ponte goes up, he's fouled on his way up to the basket, misses the shot, gets 2 free throws.
As Nonnewaug doesn't need that right now, they don't want to let Lewis Mills get second chances and get to the line. Nonnewaug, that was a foul on number 20, Sean Krasinski, his first, but Nonnewaug's 5th here in the half.
Frank Ponte not showing his skill at the free throw line, he's 0 for 3. Now see, he does have an ankle brace on his right leg. Makes his second free throw, he's 1 for 4. That sore ankle might be causing problems for him playing the defense.
Yeah. As we're not sure what's going on at halftime here, maybe we'll have a halftime interview with someone. But right when halftime starts, I believe that James and I will leave you for a little while to take a little breather.
Yes, I am definitely getting the urge to go to the bathroom.
As Nonnewaug works the ball around the outside, looking to try to get it inside, but throws it away as number 5. John Ponte makes the easy layup.
10 seconds remaining in the ball game. What Nonnewaug needs to do is score and get into the locker room. Double dribble. Not what Nonnewaug needs. The momentum is slowly dying.
Yeah, 32 to 28 with 2.6 seconds remaining in the half as they want to stop Lewis Mills here from getting a basket without fouling.
Tim Russell with the ball, shoots, and he's gonna miss.
That'll do it for the first half of this game. Nonnewaug leaves the locker room 32 to 28 over Lewis Mills. As James and I are gonna leave you for a moment, but I may be back in a few minutes with a halftime interview. Good luck.
First.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm here with Russell Stutzky, a former player for Nonnewaug High School. Russell, let me fix my microphone and then we'll start this. Okay, Russell, what do you thought of this ball game so far? How do you think Nonnewaug's been playing?
Pretty well. I think Mills is a good team, but they've been doing a good job on Tim Russell. I think he's their best player by far. And they just got to keep up a good job on him. They're playing pretty well offensively, I think.
Yeah, Tim Russell with only about 6 points in this ball game. Nonnewaug really stepping up and keeping him from penetrating inside and pulling up for those easy jumpers. What do you think Nonnewaug's going to have to do in this ball game to continue winning?
I think Scott Nollette's got to take charge. He's like their floor leader, I think. And if he takes charge, then he'll get Jeremy and Kyle involved, and right now, I think they'll win the game as long as they do that.
Yeah, I totally agree. Scott Nollette, sometimes he was very silent last year. He'd have silent games. Then when they really had hard competition, he'd step up, like in the Gilbert game last year, for example. Tonight, he's in double digits. I believe he has about 15, 16 points. And yeah, I agree with that. Nonnewaug playing great so far, up 32 to 28. Any other notes on the ball game for tonight?
I don't know. I wasn't here in the first quarter, but Jeremy was quiet in the second quarter, but he'll step up, so that's only going to add to their production.
Yeah, Jeremy Greco. I think Drake a little angry with him today. I don't know. I think you've had experiences.
Couple.
Yeah, only a couple.
Yeah, just a couple.
With Drake being angry at you last year. Do you think that can play a factor this year?
There's always going to be problems between the coaches and the players. It just doesn't just happen here. It happens at every school.
Yeah,
it's just the players got to think that the coach is doing it for their best. and just go out there and play to the best of their ability.
I totally agree. All right, that's all we really have for the halftime interview today. Just a quick chat with former player Russell Stutzky. I'll see you in the beginning of the third quarter. Thank you very much. As we're back, the third quarter's about to begin. As the original Nonnewaug starters take the floor, Brian Connery, Jeremy Greco, Ian Scruggs, Scott Nillette, and Kyle McEnany. For Lewis Mills, John Ponte, Matt Keepin, Dan Johnson, Frank Ponte, and Tim Russell, the original starters for them as well.
It is extremely important for Nonnewaug to come out here blasting defense and offense. They got to make good passes, smart plays, but play defense smart. They can't be so aggressive that they keep fouling.
Yeah, Nonnewaug really has to come out strong here. Up by 4, 32-28. They can't stop the intensity on Lewis Mills, and Scott Millette is going to have to keep coming to the basket just like that as he's up for 2. Nonnewaug now takes the lead, 34-28.
Charged by Dan Johnson, pardon me. Scott Millette making a great basket, hustling back down court, getting the charge.
Yeah, as Russell and I were talking about at halftime, Scott Millette's silence in some ball games, and he comes out like the hero in the next. And today looks like he's going to be one of his hot days.
Great defense by Scott Millette, swatting the ball away, getting the block.
Scott Millette all over the place tonight on the defensive and offensive end.
Scott's a big guy. He could be a center, but then again, he could be a point guard too.
Yes, Scott Millette can pretty much play any position on the floor. As number 14, Damian Cogshell is now in the ball game for Lewis Mills.
2 shots for Lewis Mills.
Some late arrivers have now joined us here at the Edwin Sandlin Gymnasium.
Miss again by Frank Ponte. He is 1 for 5.
Frank Ponte showing that he's not a good foul shooter in this ball game.
But it could make a house by the amount of bricks he's putting up tonight. There he shuts me up, swishes. 2 for 6 in the foul zone.
That's what always seems to happen around here. As soon as we start talking about someone doing well, they start doing bad. And as soon as we start saying bad stuff about them, they do good. And
Scott Millette hurting his ankle, it seems, on that shot. But Jeremy Greco getting the rebound, putting up the shot.
Scott Millette, yeah, he really has to watch his ankle. Last year, in the Gilbert game, I believe, he hurt his ankle, and he was out for a while after that. His ankle's been a sensitive issue for a long time. Do you know if it was the taped one that he hurt or the?
No, actually, it may be. It may be the taped one. I didn't really get a good look at it, but he did look to be hopping a little bit.
Yeah, but hopefully he's all right because Nonnewaug really needs him.
Brian Connery showing great confidence in his dribbling skills, staying loose, getting tipped.
Partially blocked as Lewis Mills gets possession, but Nonnewaug now has their biggest lead of the ball game, I believe, 36-29.
And that is blown away by a 2-shot basket.
Yeah, Tim Russell, great turnaround jumper over Kyle McEnany. All Kyle McEnany could do there was sit and watch.
Connery doing a fantastic job getting the ball up the court. Kyle McEnany airballing a shot. Scott Millette going in there, getting the rebound, but he is out of bounds. He's displaying great effort. Great effort. See, a lot of Nonnewaug alumni here, home for the break, coming to the game, supporting their team. And Jeremy Greco making a fantastic steal, but then getting the ball stolen himself.
Yeah, Nonnewaug, they're running their 2-2-1 press, where the guy in the middle cuts off the pass and steals it, as it shows it right there. Lewis Mills can't connect as they get an offensive rebound, and Tim Russell puts it back up for the easy 2.
Now Scott Millette, feeling that he was fouled, points out to the ref that they're playing a little rough down there, throwing the elbows. Ref now aware of how they're playing and is going to keep a closer eye on what's going on.
36-33, Lewis Mills on a 4-0 run here. As Nonnewaug's going to need to connect here, or Lewis Mills is going to be within 1 basket.
Connery traveling. He's making sophomore mistakes. which is going to play a part. If Lewis Mills connects on this next shot, they're going to be either tied or within one.
Eric Villanova now enters the ballgame for Brian Connery. Nonnewaug seems to be in a man-to-man press now. Or actually, they're in their 2-2-1 still, excuse me.
Traveling on Lewis Mills. Could be a break for Nonnewaug to get this next basket.
Yeah, that would have been a big basket for Lewis Mills right there. They would have been within one basket of taking the lead. But now Nonnewaug can make a big stand right here.
Greco showing he can get in there. Travel.
That's 3 turnovers in a row, 2 by Nonnewaug and 1 by Lewis Mills. Nonnewaug just gave up 2 chances there.
Scott Nolet has to be careful on this defense. Lewis Mills connects with the layup. But now within 1 point, Nonnewaug up 36-35.
And Nonnewaug really has to stop this Lewis Mills drive on a 6-0 run as the intensity is pushing towards the Lewis Mills favor at this point in the ballgame.
What's going to stop this drive is not going to be making a shot. It's going to be great defense. Nonnewaug has to get in position, get their feet on the ground, and not stop going for the blocks, but getting a body position and getting the rebounds.
Yeah, Nonnewaug defense is starting to play more of a factor in this ballgame. Before, Lewis Mills was not doing a good job, just not connecting on their baskets. But now Lewis Mills starting to push up the intensity. Tim Russell's starting to play a part in this ball game, and they're going to have to make sure they get back on their 2-2-1 press and play a solid 2-3 defense underneath.
The leaders have to come out. That would be Jeremy Greco and Scott Nolet. They have to come out and do something big for this team. They got to get a good block or a good rebound and make a stop. Lewis Mills ball, a little over 4.5 minutes away from the end of the third period.
Lewis Mills right here can take their first lead of the ball game.
Going for a rebound, Damlin Cockshaw was fouled by Sean Kaczynski.
This game is starting to get scary for me because it's starting to remind me of a game that happened last year, the Gilbert against Gilbert, as Lewis Mills takes the lead 37-36 as Nonnewaug is going to have to fire back here.
Patience is going to be a virtue right now. Nonnewaug doesn't want to have a rush shot, a bad shot. They need to get in position, take their time, run the motion offense that they've been running. They've been doing a good job of it in the first half. Let's see if they can do it again. Turnover by Nonnewaug.
Foul called on Nonnewaug. I believe it was called on Jeremy Greco or Scott Nolet.
Scott Nolet. Scott Nolet making the mistake of jumping in the air, going after the block with 2 hands. They're going to get a foul every single time.
Yeah, he should have just kept his position, solid position underneath, put his hands straight up, or he should have went for a solid block there. Not doing either, and not really in a great position.
Cockshaw bricking 2 in a row.
Nonnewaug's going to get possession of the ball now and look to take the lead back from Lewis Mills. And if they want to win this ball game, they're going to have to do something quick.
Kaczynski with a pull-up jumper, misses. Nonnewaug ball.
Nonnewaug with 4 fouls already in this half. A little different from the first half where Lewis Mills had 9 fouls and Nonnewaug only with 5 ending that half.
Dan Heavens coming in for Cockshaw. As Nonnewaug subs up their motion offense. Jeremy Greco.
As I got a little excited there, dropped my headphones off my ears. Jeremy Greco with a great play, and Tim Russell cannot connect on the other end.
Tim Russell not having a great night offensively, but his defense is picking up in this first half. Scott Nolet, pump fake. Goes in, fouled, and he gets the shot.
as my Scott Nonnewaug with a great play. Nonnewaug takes the lead 40-37 in the ball game.
It should be 40-37.
As the clock's a
There
little
it
off,
is.
and there it is, as Scott Nonnewaug now gets a foul shot, as I'm starting to feel a little bit better now. Before I was getting scared, and now Nonnewaug's right in this ball game.
Lewis Mills gets the rebound off Scott Nollett's missed free throw. What Lewis Mills needs to do here is, again, stay patient and not rush anything.
Yeah, right now, the intensity is back in Nonnewaug's favor. It keeps switching back and forth as Frank Ponte just backs McEnany in for an easy layup. 40-39, Nonnewaug still in the lead here. Gonna look for a shot. Just gotta work it around and use their heads.
Usually in practice, when a Nonnewaug player misses a pass and tries to get a pass with two hands, they have to do 10 push-ups. Jeremy Greco right there missed the pass, so good thing it's not practice time now. Sean Krasinski called with a foul against Tim Russell. Tim Russell will get 2 shots. Tim Russell is, again, a great foul shooter.
Yeah, this is a little scary right now. Some of the other Lewis Mills players not proving to be great foul shooters, but Tim Russell, you're gonna look that he's gonna sink a couple right here.
I believe that's the first time Russell's been on the line tonight. Lewis Mills is not having a great night with the foul shooting. Russell improves the record.
Russell with 10 or 12 points tonight, but it's been a silent 10 or 12, not really noticeable. But Nonnewaug's going to have to make sure they stop him from that, as now they're down once again, 41-40.
Greco, rebound and a shot at the same time. Great position. Scott Nollet rushing with the layup, tried to get a little fancy there, but Greco had good enough position to get the shot in.
Yeah, as we talked about before, that's Greco's big role on the team, as there's Frank Ponte's big role on the team, backing in for easy layups as they take the lead. Once again, Lewis Mills up 43-42 with 1:55 remaining in the third quarter.
Looks like Leanne Martin's going to be coming in for Scott Nollet. Russell with the shot, misses it. Krasinski, McEnany with the rebound. Ponte's foul.
Yeah, Ponte looked a little angry there that Tim Russell didn't dish it down low to him instead of pulling up for the jumper, and gets a stupid foul. And Nonnewaug will get the ball back and a chance to take the lead.
Well, Leanne Martin comes in for Kyle McEnany. McEnany needing a break, has been doing a great job this quarter on the defensive end. Offensive has been a little shaky.
Nonnewaug's got to look to slow down the tempo right here, work it around and look for the open shot.
Jeremy Greco getting his own board, pump fake. Getting a steal and getting the shot. Making the shot, Greco stayed aggressive the whole play, and that's really what was key for that play to happen. Staying aggressive and not saying, I missed a shot, all right, go back on defense. He followed the ball the whole time.
Yeah, Jeremy Greco, 3 opportunities there, finally connecting on the third one as the team gets the lead for Nonnewaug 44-43, and a shot at the line.
Greco's shot is good. Nonnewaug takes the lead 45-43 with a little over a minute left in this quarter.
Now what Nonnewaug needs to do is play defense underneath and really watch Frank Ponte and not allow him to back anyone in and get easy layups.
Leanne Martin with the rebound. Leanne Martin's a skinny guy, but he's tall, so it does make a good presence. Jeremy Greco stuffed for the layup. Shot by Lewis Mills is no good. Scott Nollet gets the boards going down. He's going to try for the layup, gets fouled, misses. Fouled on the floor.
Yeah, good foul by John Ponte, because if Scott Nollet got to that basket, there's no way he could stop him. Frank Ponte, a good 3 or 4 inches shorter than Nollet. Scott Nollet has a bigger build than him, and is a great one-on-one player. So.
John Ponte now with 3 fouls on him. He's going to take a break, and he's probably going to come. We're not going to see him until the next quarter. Nonnewaug's ball, 43, a little over 43 seconds left in the quarter.
Nonnewaug here wants to work it around, possibly look for a last shot of the quarter, depending on what Coach Dragley decides. Just wants to play smart and look for the easy shot.
Villanova with a 3, misses a 3. Nonnewaug with the rebound. Leon Martin up and in.
Leon Martin takes the lead for Nonnewaug, or retains the lead for Nonnewaug, 47-43, as Lewis Mills returns with an air ball.
Sean Krasinski fouled. That looks to be number 15, Matt Keepin.
Yeah, we'll see who that is for sure in one moment, as that's 6 fouls now on the Lewis Mills Spartans, and we're not even through the third quarter here, and that's going to make a difference in this ball game as well.
Refs are letting them play, but they're not calling a lot of fouls, but they still 11 fouls between the two teams, and it's not even alley-oop shot. Kyle McEnany with the alley-oop shot, 49-43, takes the lead.
Amazing
Keeps the lead,
play by Jeremy Greco and Kyle McEnany, and there's Leon Martin with the block. And we end the third quarter with Nonnewaug up 49-43. And this fourth quarter can only become more interesting.
How important was that block by Leon Martin?
Leon Martin, a great defensive player underneath. As we saw last year against Gilbert, he came up with the big block in the fourth quarter against Joe White. Nonnewaug older players, Kyle McEnany, Jeremy Greco, and Scott Nollet, really showing what they're made of in this third quarter. Lewis Mill hits them, and they return back with more firepower.
Now we'll see what happens in the fourth quarter. Still 8 minutes is a long time. Anything can happen. It could be a blowout game. Who knows? But Nonnewaug's got to keep aggressive, but they got to play smart. That's the one thing Coach has to tell him. Coach Drakley, I was an athlete under him. He's a good guy, but sometimes in the fourth quarter he gets a little antsy about things. If he makes a smart move, which I think is the correct move, playing patient but still aggressive.
Definitely. I believe in patience, but once Lewis Mills starts to get back, kick up the intensity. Just keep firing back at them. And right now, Nonnewaug doesn't need to fire back at them.
Nonnewaug's ball. They can connect here. They'll be up by 8 or 9 points. It'll be the biggest lead they've had all game.
Nonnewaug working the ball around, as we see right here. They're playing very patient, already running over 20 seconds off the clock.
Leon Martin gets a shot, and it's good. Again, the star sophomore comes up big.
Leon Martin with a great shot, bringing Nonnewaug up by 8, their biggest lead of the ball game. And this game is really starting to look like the Gilbert game last year. But Nonnewaug, there's a difference though. Nonnewaug a lot more mature of a team and really making some smart decisions and smart plays.
Nonnewaug, I've noticed between last year's team and this year's team, they're able to work better together. They're a little more team unified.
Yeah, definitely. A core of seniors, a core of juniors. As there's Frank Ponte, number 4 for Lewis Mills, singing his first foul shot.
I believe Ponte right now is either 3 for 8 or 3 for 9. Not a terribly great, but he does get the foul shot. He misses his final shot.
Yeah, Frank Ponte, probably the biggest player for Lewis Mills right now. He's really keeping them alive in this ball game, but his foul shooting certainly isn't.
A good look by Jeremy Greco. Leon Martin and his frail body couldn't keep the ball under control though.
As Coach Dragley just says to Jeremy Greco to slow it down. We don't need to rush anything. And they can't make stupid mistakes to allow Lewis Mills to get easy opportunities like that. Matt Keepin, number 15, sinks the 3 to bring Lewis Mills back within 4.
We don't see a lot of 3-pointers being taken by Nonnewaug. I don't believe they made 1. I think Lewis Mills made only 2. This game seems to be more inside the paint as Tim Russell gets his, I think, 3rd foul tonight. against Leon Martin.
Yeah, I'm not really scared for this Nonnewaug team yet because I've talked to some of the players and I've heard that they have a great last-minute play here, and they're not going to allow what happened at Gilbert here against Gilbert last year to happen again. And if they're down by 1 in this ball game with the ball, they're going to win it.
Leon Martin in the one-on-one situation could not connect on the free throw, but Scott Nollett does get the offensive board. Kyle McEnany, great pass by Scott Nollett, down low to Kyle McEnany. He doesn't go for his fancy dunk. He gets a layup, gets the 2 points, which is exactly what Nonnewaug needs.
As you saw, a smart decision by Scott Nollett not to try to put it back up in traffic. Really didn't have an easy shot, brought it back out, and that's what Nonnewaug needs to do. If they just work it around the outside, and the first choice is to look for an open layup underneath, and that's what Scott Nollett saw.
Crowd seems a little quiet tonight for this such a big game. I mean, usually the cheerleaders get the crowd involved, but it's not compared to last year with my senior class here.
Yeah, the crowd a little quiet here. Seems to be about an even ratio of Lewis Mills to Nonnewaug players. Actually, quite a bit of fans here at Edward Salem Gymnasium, just not enthusiastic ones.
Traveling by number 15, Matt Keepin. He makes a three-pointer, but he comes back with the travel. It'll be a very important part with only 6 minutes remaining. Nonnewaug up 53 to 47.
Nonnewaug slowing it down, working it around, looking for an layup underneath. That's the first choice. As Eric Villanova drives but can't connect, Leon Martin pulls down the rebound, and it looks like he will be going up for 2 shots at the line.
Leon Martin proving he's not just a big guy. He can make the moves, he can get in there and get dirty with the rest of them. He's going up there, he's only a sophomore, but he's getting in there using whatever muscle he might have. But he is getting in there.
Yeah, Leon Martin, a little silent so far this year, really making a big impact on this game. A nice block, a couple great layups underneath. Really may make the difference whether Nonnewaug wins or loses.
Leon Martin making a second of 2 free throws, missing the first. Nonnewaug now up 54 to 47.
5:43 remaining in the ball game. Nonnewaug wants to make sure they keep Lewis Mills from getting inside, but as a foul is called on number 33, Jeremy Greco, for Nonnewaug.
Jeremy Greco looking a little impatient on the defense, seeming to forget some of the basic skills of just moving the feet first and following the offense's hips. And that's a key thing. A lot of people watch the ball while they're on defense when really the person with the ball cannot move in the opposite direction of his hips.
As Jeremy Greco now leaves the ball game, I believe he has 4 fouls on him, as sophomore Brian Connery's gonna come in for him after the second shot, or after the first shot, excuse me.
Shot or free throw violation. Frank Ponte will get another shot, and he makes it.
That was a foul on Leon Martin, actually. They missed the foul shot, then Lewis Mills got the rebound. Then Leon Martin fouled him, just to recap.
Leon Martin rips down the board. Nonnewaug up 54 to 48, 6-point lead, 5.5 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Nonnewaug right now is going to run some time off, look for the easy layup, not make stupid mistakes. With Jeremy Greco out, they have to be a little more patient.
Great look by Kyle McEnany, who is guarded by 2 men, turns around, bounce past Leon Martin. Great position by Leon Martin, just being patient and waiting there.
Yeah, Nonnewaug doing a great job of finding position underneath the basket, but Tim Russell returns with a turnaround jumper against Nonnewaug, but they're still up by 6 here with 5 minutes on the dot remaining.
Brian Connery in the game now. Traveling, as he got caught up with 2 defenders, Frank Ponte and Matt Keepin.
Yeah, Brian Connery showing that he is a sophomore a little bit in this game. A few turnovers in this ball game, But after that, he's been playing pretty solid.
A little confusion on the court here, as Lewis Mills had 6 players on the court. Great positioning by Nonnewaug defender Scott Nolette. An overthrow by Lewis Mills. Scott Nolette. Double dribble by Scott Nolette.
Some horrible turnovers by Nonnewaug here. But if you look past the turnovers, Nonnewaug really showing some maturity already in the season. Lewis Mills beating Gilbert 103-85, who Nonnewaug lost to by 18 points earlier in the season. And now Nonnewaug beating Lewis Mills. It kind of makes you think.
A great putback by Frank Ponte, getting the board and shooting right up off the rebound. It's only a 4-point lead for Nonnewaug with about 4 minutes left. Turnover by Nonnewaug. 2-point game, 56-54, Nonnewaug's lead. It's seemingly Lewis Mills with the momentum right now. Both teams have 8 fouls. Under 4 minutes of gameplay.
Nonnewaug right now really missing Jeremy Greco with 4 fouls, but Scott Nolette pulls up but can't connect as there's a foul call. I believe it's on Lewis Mills, as Eric Villanova will go to the line for 1 and 1.
This will be John Ponte's 4th foul, I believe, and he's going to be taking a seat.
Yep, that's 4 on John Ponte. That could make a huge difference in this ball game because he's been playing, unbelievably.
Foul on Frank Ponte. The Ponte brothers are just getting in there, getting aggressive. They're doing a great job with the aggression, but they're making the silly mistakes of fouling.
Now senior Scott Nolette is put in the ball game, as now Eric Villanova is subbed out for Brian Connery. Right now, Jeremy Greco, number 33 for Nonnewaug, has 4 fouls on it. It's a little dangerous keeping him in the ball game at this point, but that's what they need to do to win, and they're going to go all out or nothing.
I believe both Ponte brothers have 4 fouls, and they're doing a good job, but if one of them gets a foul, they're kicked out of the game.
Yeah.
That could play a major role in the turnout.
Yeah, John Ponte, guard, doing a great job pressuring the ball up top, and number 4, Frank Ponte, the big scorer for Lewis Mills, really putting pressure on Nonnewaug underneath the basket.
It's my mistake. Frank Ponte only has 2 fouls, so they're not in the trouble I just stated. Kyle McEnany with a great steal. Puts the layup, misses it. It's a little too hard, but Greco gets in there, gets the rebound, puts up a shot, gets another foul.
Even with 4 fouls on Greco, he's not scared to go underneath the basket and really take it to Lewis Mills, as he shows his aggressive style of play still.
Greco's a very talented athlete. He's a senior. He's a great soccer player. He's an all-leagues goalie for the Berkshire League. He misses his first shot.
I don't know if any of you noticed yet, but Ben Levy's not here with us tonight. He's on a cruise below Florida right now, but
Lucky guy.
no, what?
Lucky guy.
I know, but if I was Ben Levy, I'd rather be here tonight than be on a cruise.
Impatient shot by Scott Nolette, but Sean Krasinski comes down with the board as Jimmy Greco misses both of his free throws. Nonnewaug up 57-54.
So many opportunities for Nonnewaug, just can't connect. But as long as they keep getting the ball back, as I believe that's 5 fouls on Jeremy Greco, and he's going to be out of this ball game, which could be Nonnewaug's downfall.
It's a charge call on Jeremy Greco. Jeremy Greco playing a great game tonight. He's out of the game with 3:16 left. Nonnewaug up 57-54. We'll see how it plays out. Ian Scruggs is most likely going to come in, and they're going to be switching positions. Ian Scruggs is a good player, but I don't think he has the experience or the talent needed for Nonnewaug, or to replace Jeremy Greco for Nonnewaug to win this game.
What Nonnewaug needs to do to win this game, though, is really just work the ball around the outside. But they really are missing the rebounding and the aggressive power of Jeremy Greco. Hopefully Ian Scruggs can step up and play his role on the team. And Scott Nolette and Kyle McEnany can hold this team together.
Lewis Mills ball, 3:16 left. Tim Russell heading in the charge.
Nonnewaug up by 3, 57-54. Tim Russell trying to take it to the basket. Great aggressive play for Nonnewaug, but Lewis Mills gets the jump ball.
Man-to-man defense on this inbound. Great defense by Sean Krasinski, tipping the ball out of bounds.
Right now, Nonnewaug trying to get a 5 seconds call on Lewis Mills underneath as they're face guarding all the Lewis Mills defender.
Lewis Mills throws the ball out of bounds. Lewis Mills, Matt Keepin is arguing that the ball was tipped, but ref says no, Nonnewaug ball.
Now Lewis Mills running a full court press, trying to phase this Nonnewaug team with some younger players in the ball game. But Nonnewaug really just playing their style, passing it around. Kyle McEnany with the 2, and he's fouled. That'll bring up Nonnewaug 59-54 with 2:53 remaining, and he'll go to the line for 1.
Nonnewaug players finally showing some excitement and enthusiasm in their gameplay when ball is out of play. Kyle McEnany is a great, strong player. See if he can connect on his free throw to have a 6-point lead. Misses the free throw, out of bounds, Lewis Mills ball.
Nonnewaug right now has to make sure they don't foul. With 9 fouls on them, Lewis Mills with 10. The next foul, Lewis Mills will go to the line for a 2-shot situation. Nonnewaug has to play strong, aggressive, but can't get easy fouls, and they can't let Tim Russell shoot.
Lewis Mills gets a 2-point shot off the glass.
Yeah, Frank Ponte, nice shot. Nonnewaug retains a 3-point lead with 2:30 remaining. They have to work it around, and they need to make a shot right here.
Kyle McEnany with a shot. Rebound by Sean Krasinski, fouled.
As Sean Krasinski, big play by him, jumping on the offensive boards. Every player for Nonnewaug really coming out on the offensive boards, really playing aggressive, as a timeout is called by Lewis Mills, I believe. But when we return, Sean Krasinski will be at the line for 2 shots.
Nonnewaug does not want to lose this game. They do, they're 2-2, and Lewis Mills goes to 5-0. Lewis Mills cheerleaders, rather, showing their skills on the court as they drop one of their cheerleaders.
Lewis Mills, I don't know, the Nonnewaug cheerleaders may be a little upset. The Lewis Mills cheerleaders seems to be stealing the spotlight a little bit here.
Well, Nonnewaug cheerleaders, you gotta understand, when I was a freshman, they went to the national competition, and in their division, they came in 6th. My sister was on that team, I'm very proud of her for it. And, but over the years, they've lost some, they've had some All-American cheerleaders,
Yes.
and they've lost a couple. And right now, I believe Jess White is an All-American. She's captain of the cheerleading squad, and they pick and choose when they come out on the court. In the Berkshire League, Nonnewaug cheerleaders always rule. 2:22 remaining in the game. 59-56, Nonnewaug lead. Both teams have 1 more foul commits. It's being committed on both teams. Rather, it's 2 foul shots awarded for each team.
Yeah, I believe they haven't changed it on the score clock yet, but I believe that Lewis Mills has 11 fouls on them right now.
Sean Krasinski bricking the free throw. I'd like to have my friend Bill C say hi to his mother.
Yo.
And he's just said hi to his mother. Both shots missed by Sean Krasinski creates an opportunity for Lewis Mills to show what they can do.
Yeah,
Ball swatted by Krasinski, still a foul.
As it looks like Lewis Mills, number 15, Matt Keepin, will go over the line for 2. Hopefully he misses them here, and Nonnewaug can still stay within a 3-point lead.
Connecting on his first of 2 free throws. Leanne Martin comes in the game for Ian Scruggs, and let's see if Leanne Martin can provide the intensity and enthusiasm that Nonnewaug needs in the remaining 2 minutes. Matt Keepin missing his second free throw.
Big rebound by Scott Millette there. Nonnewaug has to play smart on this possession, only up by 2. On the next Lewis Mills possession, they can take the lead or tie it up. As you really want to look for Scott Nollet here as he works his way underneath but can't connect, and Lewis Mills rebounds.
Scott Nollet really working hard to make his shots. Tied game, Tim Russell makes the pull-away jumper.
Nonnewaug here, another possession. They keep missing their shots, keep giving up easy opportunities. Want to make sure they do not throw it away. As Kyle McEnany goes up and misses, Lewis Mills rebounds. Number 4, Frank Ponte. Nonnewaug has to make sure they get a stop here. They cannot give away this ball game.
Now, if I was Lewis Mills, I'd take one shot with the remaining minute and a half left. That way, they can almost ensure overtime or the victory, which it seems what they're going to do. Down low to Frank Ponte.
Triple team on him, but he's fouled. As, I don't know, Lewis Mills is excited right now, but with his foul shooting so far in this ball game, I wouldn't be.
Yeah, Frank Ponte is really building a brick house with his shots tonight. He's only making 3 free throws. In my opinion, that sore ankle of his might be causing the problems. Misses that free throw. Really big shot for Nonnewaug right now. If he misses, Nonnewaug can get the ball and take the lead. If he makes it, Nonnewaug can still get the ball and take the lead. He misses it, bricks it, makes another house, scrounges for the
Jump
ball.
ball, that'll go Nonnewaug's way.
Nonnewaug's ball.
Nonnewaug right now, we'll see what they're gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna look for one shot as Lewis Mills is gonna run a press, but right now, both teams in the 2 foul shot position as Nonnewaug calls a timeout.
A minute 11 left in this game, tied game. Both teams are in the double bonus for the foul shooting. Nonnewaug cheerleaders coming around the court, showing their skills, and hopefully they won't be dropping any cheerleaders.
Right now, this is a big possession for Nonnewaug. I think this possession is gonna make or break them. If they can't do anything with it, Lewis Mills is gonna come back, give it to Frank Ponte or Tim Russell, get an easy 2. If Nonnewaug connects, the intensity will be in their favor, and they're going to take this ball game.
If I were Lewis Mills, I'd give it to an unknown player. In this position, Nonnewaug's going to be looking for Frank Ponte, John Ponte, and Matt Keepin to get the shot. Even Tim Russell, because Tim Russell's a great player. But if they give it to number 25, Dan Hevens, or rather number 14, Damon Cogshell, they're not really going to be looking for him to shoot.
Yeah, as you saw before, they triple teamed Frank Ponte when they fouled him and went to the line before, and that could be a key for Lewis Mills. But right now, Nonnewaug's going to have to worry about getting this ball over half court.
They do easily. They break the full court press.
Lewis Mills in a man-to-man defense right now. Nonnewaug working around the outside. Tie game with 1 minute remaining.
Scott Nollet fouled, falls, trips on his own feet. This is really where the experience comes into play. Scott Nollet is a very experienced athlete, experienced ball player.
Scott Nollet right now, 58.2 seconds remaining. These are 2 huge foul shots for Nonnewaug. If he misses, Nonnewaug's going to have to run after the offensive boards.
Scott Nollet makes the shot. Now, if he makes this one, I'd bet Lewis Mills to go in and make a layup, or try and shoot a layup, because their 3-point shooting is just not accurate tonight. Lewis Mills has the opportunity to take and win the game here.
52 seconds remaining. Nonnewaug up 60-59, a 1-point ball game. No stupid fouls right now for Nonnewaug, as they do get a foul, and I believe they're putting Tim Russell at the line for 2 shots, and that's exactly what you do not want to do.
Tim Russell, sharpshooter for the Lewis Mills Spartans. See what he can do here. Rebounding is going to be the key situation at this moment. He connects, tied game 60-60. Still plenty of time on the clock for anything to happen on both sides of the court. He misses this. Leon Martin with a rebound. Now Nonnewaug's got to hold for 1 shot. They have to hold for 1 shot. If they don't hold for 1 shot, it's just silly. They have to. Timeout Nonnewaug.
Nonnewaug up 60-59 with 31 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Try it's a tied game, boy.
Huh?
Tied game.
Oh, wait, what did I say?
60-59.
Yeah, it's a tie game. Sorry. I'm getting excited here. 60 all, as we say in tennis. Nonnewaug is going to have to come out strong here, as they're probably going to look for the last shot, as we'll probably see the Nonnewaug fans standing on their feet in a moment. I know that I want to stand up in a second because these seats are very uncomfortable. Nonnewaug, same players enter the court, the floor. Same for Lewis Mills, as Lewis Mills looks to be still playing a man-to-man defense, trying to put the pressure on Nonnewaug.
With Jeremy Greco out, this proves to be the critical point of the game. Obviously, it's a tie game, so about 25 seconds left. Scott Nolette has to take charge.
Nonnewaug wants to make sure they don't give the ball away here. Within about 5 or 6 seconds, I believe that Nonnewaug is going to make their run at the basket.
10 seconds remaining in the game. Scott Nolette has the ball. He's going to be shooting. Oh, passes off to Leon Martin. Leon Martin fouled. Fouled.
With 0.3 seconds remaining, Leon Martin will go to the basket for 2 shots here, with an opportunity to put this ball game away.
Controversial issue over here. Matt Keepin's arguing seriously that he was fouled. His knee is killing him. He's injured his knee. He's on the floor, almost in tears right now. Leon Martin will get the shot, though. No matter what happens, Leon Martin will be fouled, or will be having the opportunity for 2 foul shots and the win, taking the control of this game.
Yeah, right now, if Leon Martin sinks either of these foul shots, this game is pretty much put away. Lewis Mills right now, all they have to do with 0.3 seconds remaining, all they have time for is just to touch the ball. If someone holds the ball for at any amount of time, it's over. They really have to lob it up and someone has to tap it. So right here, this is Leon Martin's day, and he could go down in history as a hero, or
I wouldn't say hero, but people will be talking about this. As we know, Lewis Mills crushed Gilbert by over 25 or over 20 points. Leon Martin's got to make at least just one, and it would be very key for the star sophomore.
Yeah, James, right now you're involved in probably the most historic game in Nonnewaug history for years and years. And Leon Martin, this is going to be his day if he can sink either one of these foul shots, and this ball game is going to be over.
So I recall last year, Gilbert beat Nonnewaug 61-59. Similar situation, only Nonnewaug has the advantage this time.
Yeah, Nonnewaug really showing what they're made of. With over 30 seconds, they held the ball and looked for an open shot. Almost lost it there, but really came on strong in the end there. Leon Martin saw there was only 3 seconds remaining, put up a shot. Yeah, 0.3, put up a shot, and got to the line.
Leon Martin, pretty much lucky. He was just in the right position at the right time.
Yeah, Leon Martin right here. I don't see why any Nonnewaug players are underneath the basket. They should all be back on defense except for Leon Martin. Allow Lewis Mills to get the ball. If Leon Martin makes the first one, purposely miss the second one, and this game's over. By the time Lewis Mills pulls down the rebound, it's over already.
Exactly. Very good point. Very strategic point.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about right now, as Lewis Mills only called that 20-second timeout to break Leon Martin's confidence.
Leon Martin could care less. Leon Martin, he's young. He's not going to know how to be afraid because he's young. I mean, if it were a senior, it'd be like, oh my God, all the pressure's on me. My whole family's watching. He's young. He doesn't have a care in the world about what's going to happen. He all knows he's got to make one. That's all he needs to know. That's all he cares about is just making one shot.
Right now, they're telling him probably just to bend his knees, to focus, remember how to shoot, and they're telling him you can be the hero if you can connect right here.
Leon Martin's a great guy. If he really makes his shot, which he does.
The game is over. The ball game is over.
Not over. 99.99%. It's done. Leon Martin swishing this shot.
Here he's going to miss the second one on purpose, and this ball game is over. Nonnewaug wins.
Nonnewaug wins this ball game.
Nonnewaug wins 61 to 60. Excuse me, as Leon Martin is thrown on the floor by the Nonnewaug players. They have dethroned the kings of the Berkshire League, the Lewis Mills Spartans, as James is here by my side for this historic event.
Here we see Matt Keepin a little bit upset about that last call. He was fouled. I think he was fouled, but you know what? There's so much controversy about what exactly happened. A ref can only see one thing at a time.
Yeah, Nonnewaug has been working for this for years in years now to build up this ball club, and this is where they've wanted to come, and they've gotten here through hard work, through aggressive play.
Last year, the Nonnewaug boys basketball team was 17-7. This year, I'm predicting, I'm going to say 18-5 total after the state tournament is done.
Oh, after the state tournament possibly, but I think that loss against Gilbert will be their only loss in the Berkshire League. Possibly, this Lewis Mills team could knock them off the next time. But
we have Leon Martin up in here. We're going to interview Leon Martin. He's going to get his butt right in here. I'm going to take off here. Karen's going to interview Leon Martin. I'm going to take off here. It's been a pleasure broadcasting for you. I think I'm going to go out and get some pizza and celebrate.
Thank you very much, James. It's been a pleasure to have you up here. My palms are a little sweaty. Sorry for shaking your hand. As we're going to get Leon Martin here, as we're taking the headphones off him. Is Leon Martin going to ask his coach, as James and I will talk.
And Bill.
We'll talk a little bit about this ball game until you're not leaving us so soon.
Aw.
Now, James, what do you think were some of the keys that really brought Nonnewaug to win this ball game today?
The first quarter was definitely the biggest quarter. They came out, scored 20 points in the first quarter. Last time they did that was against Housatonic last year. They scored 20, and Housatonic scored 4? I think 4 points.
Yeah, Nonnewaug really coming out big here, coming out strong. Scott Nillette playing well, Jeremy Greco playing well, Sean Krasinski playing well. You can go on and on. It's just a list of players. Everyone's stepping up for Nonnewaug. They knew that Lewis Mills was going to be the team to beat, and they beat them.
Shutting down Tim Russell was one of the biggest key points about this game. Tim Russell, I think he only scored in the first half. He was very quiet. In the second half, he came out a little stronger.
Yeah, Tim Russell coming out pretty strong there in the second half, but Nonnewaug's still doing a good job of shutting them down. I got a little scared there with Frank Ponte continually making easy layups underneath, but at the end, it just wasn't enough for Lewis Mills. They didn't have enough players to go to, and Nonnewaug playing a great game all around, great underneath, great from the outside, especially on the offensive boards, which probably made the biggest difference in this game.
I think one of the key things to remember is there's still a lot of room for improvement. They've made a lot of little mistakes which caused them to have such a close game. And now Leon Martin is here. He's going to put on my headset. Come on over here, Leon.
As we have...
Take care, everybody. Oops.
As we have Leon Martin here, I'm going to help him with his headset, and we're going to have a little interview with the hero.
I'm kind of nervous right now.
It's all right, Leon. We're just here for the Neat TV viewers at home.
How do you put this on?
You're all set. You're all set up, as you can hear yourself. Leon Martin, the 6'4" center for Nonnewaug.
6'3", but it doesn't, yeah.
The center really stepping up big tonight. Some great shots earlier on in the game. A great block in the first half.
Yeah.
What was going? Now let's just get straight to the good stuff. What was going through your mind when you got fouled there with 0.3 seconds remaining in the ball game?
Well, I was so surprised they called a foul at the end, because I thought the buzzer went off. I thought the game was like going to overtime. But then right when they said I got to take 2 shots, I was like, I don't know. I couldn't concentrate at all. I mean, this is my first time in a game situation. I had to hit a shot to win the game in varsity, not JV varsity. So I was like surprised. But I settled down after the 2 timeouts.
Lewis Mill called that second timeout, I believe.
Yeah.
Do you think they did that to try and break your confidence?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it didn't work. I made 1 and 1.
During the timeout, what were some of the things that Drakely told you to do? Did he tell you to?
He told me to bend my knees and just let it go.
That's pretty funny, because as I was talking to James McCurdy up here, I was talking to him, and I said what they were probably telling you was to bend your knees and just to remember what you were doing. And if you made the first one, did he tell you to miss the second one intentionally?
I don't think so. I mean, well, he just told me to make both of them. So, I mean, I'm glad I missed the second one, so they could get like an opportunity to throw the ball down the court and try to make a shot or something like that. So
yeah, definitely. With .3 seconds remaining, I was a referee for a couple of years myself, and all Lewis Mills had time to do was tap the ball. If you hold the ball, then the game's over.
Yeah.
And after I saw you sink that first one, I was amazed.
Yeah.
Great playing tonight. And what does Nonnewaug need to do in the season to continue winning?
Well, we need to play hard and aggressive and box out and do what we need to do to win games. We just saw today, it was a great, exciting game, but we need to step up more and play aggressive and go to the hole more and shoot, and we'll be at the top.
Yeah, you're at the top right now. You dethroned the kings of the Berkshire League, as I'd like to thank you for joining me in the Neat TV booth.
Yep.
This is Kieran Valla and Leon Martin, the hero of today's game, signing off for Neat TV.
Yep.
This is a presentation of Nonnewaug boys basketball. Thank you.
Peace.